sure that the chat is here first. Why, hello. And hello to anybody who is getting in the stream. Sorry if for the lighting. That's just my light there. You know what? Because of circumstances, I'm even going to turn my light off, and that is way too dark. Let me see here. Maybe I can get my light in a different way so that it doesn't blind the crap out of whoever comes in here. I think that's good. That's the best that we're getting it anyway. That light is just extremely bright. But hello to anybody who is getting in. For those of you who were asking, why is the stream so late? Well, one, I work late on Saturdays, so, you know, that's always going to be the thing. And number two, I have with me my brother, Damon, who joined us in a stream about a month ago for the Q&As. And I figured, even though I've done streams like at 5 at the latest with him even, I figured that it'd be all right to do it again with him this time. Because I did say that I'd feature him in more Q&As, and that's what we're going to be doing here. And I actually angled my phone so that way we could actually see both of our faces and actually be good other than last time. And I made sure to do it beforehand because I didn't want to, like, first few seconds, any people who would be coming in wonder why I was doing that. I hate messing up. But yeah, I almost thought you weren't going to upload today. Oh, trust me, whether it's a stream or a video, I do not shun from uploads. Thought it was just going to be a useless day right until I saw the stream. well, that's nice. Yeah, I never forget an upload or a stream. It's just on Saturdays. It depends, because I work till 3 at the latest, 4 at the latest on Saturdays, and because of also having to go and get him, kind of push the time a little bit. But I've done a stream with him past 5 before. That was the first stream I did with them. But anyways, we're all good now. Got the paper, and we are ready to get some people in here and recommend some ideas. By the way, since you've been gone, we've been getting all crazy kinds of ideas on the channel. Very silly ideas, too. Like people recommending, what if Batman trained Morgan? Because Eastman was sort of like a Master Splinter type, Leonardo type figure. But that's a good silly. That's what I like about it. Mm-hmm. And then some dark ones, like what if Lizzie killed Judith? And really good ideas in general. But since you recommended that Pokemon idea or whatever, what if Ash Ketchum never left Pallet Town? Mm-hmm. We haven't even gotten any more Pokemon ideas, which is fine, because I haven't even looked into it. What if Harry Osborn became Venom in Spider-Man 3? I never thought about that. That's a good start.
What if Goku was
oh my God.
a radioactive spider?
Hold that thought. What if Harry and Venom united? I'll name it something good there. What if Goku was you see, people recommend to me, what if Morgan was bit by the radioactive spider? And that would work for Crazy Morgan, because all those death traps you see when you see him again in season 3, those actually work, because then they'd be like webified too. Except Morgan wouldn't, be Spider-Man. It would just be, a crazy web type Morgan. But Goku? I think I could do something with that. And I don't think that he would become like a Spider-Man either, but it would definitely be a nice little twist to add on to Goku. What? if Goku was bit by radioactive spider? Can't.
Mario was Shane's brother.
Interesting. People are asking me to make like, what if Dale was Rick's dad? What if Negan was Rick's dad? I asked him to give me some context, obviously, because you never work with the scenario unless you know what you're working with. At least like a hint as to what you're working.
Detail.
Yeah. The other parts I can think of myself. All right, so that's 2 so far. What if Harry and Venom united, and what if Goku was bit by the spider that Spider-Man was? What if Merle was Shane's brother? From how much Shane trash-talked Merle, that would be a general step in the other direction, because Shane just generally didn't... Shane was above everybody. Merle he viewed as just a drug addict, which he was, but I don't know. I'd have to think of how that would work. I think that whenever he finds out that Merle was locked up on the roof, that would make Shane almost go as crazy as Daryl. Wait. Before I write that down, would Daryl still be Merle's brother too? Or are you talking like Shane in Daryl's place? Because, I could work with either one of them, but I prefer not to do both. I'd figure to do one of those. So... yeah. But it's also nice to have my bro back for another stream. Well, he explains the Merle and Shane's brother thing, and people come in and everything. Do you got any ideas?
On the right here, remember the idea of Rick Grimes being Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Like, turning into Super Saiyan?
Yeah. I would have to think of an idea for that. And I have to make my own pictures, too. What if Merle was Shane's brother? So, Shane's in Daryl's place. Alright. And Daryl would just be all alone, essentially. Would he even be the same Daryl? That's a bigger question.
Yeah, you wouldn't be all angry at Rick for locking him up on the roof.
Except it would be Shane. That would change a lot. But what if Rick went super... That would be like... I don't know. Because then you'd have to think... He lost Lori, Shane, Carl. Anytime someone would die, he would just go Super Saiyan. And wouldn't it be too much of an overkill then? Yeah. Not really too much I can do there. I'd have to nerf him a lot.
Negan wouldn't really... He wouldn't really get a chance to bash in...
nobody's heads. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he'd like just break it and then just absolute murder Negan and his people.
That's what I'm saying. Putting in Goku to The Walking Dead and characters like Babidi and Yamcha and stuff like that, I have to nerf them specifically for the reasons that they're just way too overpowered for a franchise like The Walking Dead. So for that one, I can't really think of a scenario. First, you have to explain how Rick was a Saiyan, and then number 2, you would have to explain how he somehow doesn't one-shot everybody in the friggin' Walking Dead universe at that point.
You could do it like in the Dragon Ball universe, like instead of he's never got born into the Walking Dead universe, he got born into the Dragon Ball universe.
But yes, you'd have to also explain how Rick's strength as a Super Saiyan or a Saiyan in general, that's why I'm putting Kid Goku at the beginning of Dragon Ball into the franchise, and I'm not even going to give him any Super Saiyan, Kaioken, any of that. It's just Kid Goku beginning of Dragon Ball, being like a superhuman type level. But as for Rick as a Super Saiyan, putting him as a Saiyan in general puts him way above everybody in The Walking Dead. So
that's what I'm saying.
kind of an
putting in the
overkill.
Dragon Ball.
Kind of an overkill on that universe. But we gotta catch up on ideas. What if Goku didn't learn the Kaioken? I think I have that one saved. I think I made one where he solely learns the Spirit Bomb and solely learns the Kaioken. So that idea is pretty much already explored. What if Ned was Spider-Man instead of Peter Parker? I'm not going to do that one, not because there couldn't be a decent story behind it, but because Ned's not really like a likable character in my opinion. I don't really care for Ned too much.
Man, he has some good moments and bad.
What if Goku didn't die during the Cell Games? Well, then it would be like some of the other scenarios I've discussed where him and Vegeta wouldn't have any problems, Majin Vegeta would have never happened, and Gohan would have been a lot stronger. They all would have gotten Super Saiyan 2, most likely, and 3. People argue that Goku wouldn't have gotten Super Saiyan 3 without Otherworld, but I strongly disagree because it's the level of the Super Saiyan. Feels like something that was just going to happen. So, honestly, I could just see the Buu saga happening easier. Maybe Buu not even being awakened. After that, I'd say everything goes the same. That's why I've never really done that as a separate story. What if after the fall of prison, Darrow and Beth have found the rest of the group, never found the rest of the group, and joined Negan? See, as much as I've gotten other people to join other groups and everything, I feel that the hospital and Terminus were the points where the characters actually came back together. To split them apart longer than Terminus, especially Darrow and Beth, that kind of throws the series out of whack. But putting aside separate characters from a specific point and getting them out, that's different. Because then I can actually work with some of that. Hi, Gargiulio. What if Maggie got with Darrow? That one I think I already have saved. If I don't, then that'll be a bonus. Maggie and Darrow. That'd be interesting. I mean, there have been plenty of moments in The Walking Dead where we thought, hey, are these two going to get together? Especially in season 11 when they talk more and more about Glenn. But, yeah, it never happened. Maggie's not been with anyone since Glenn, or at all like Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn was her first and her last.
What if the Lizard was in Spider-Man 3?
2007.
So what if the Lizard was in Tobey Maguire franchise? Interesting. They could have done that. What if Lizard was in Tobey Maguire universe? Hey guys, I'm back from being sick. Wonderful. Hope you're feeling better. What if Tomas and Andrew managed to kill the group and had to try survive in the prison? I have what if Tomas survived, saved for the future. But if they killed the group, they'd almost likely end up dying to the governor or the claimers. The story would have basically been over. You take Rick and the entire group out of any situation, unless it's the absolute end of The Walking Dead, there's not too much story left to tell. Okay, I gotta catch up on a little bit here. What if Wolverine was in Spider-Man? I don't know. Because Spider-Man and Wolverine never really have showed any signs of like being around each other, or like, I'd need an idea for that. I mean, I like it, but I'd need a general idea. Sorry. That happened. I just need to fix this. I just need a general idea for the Wolverine in Spider-Man 1. I like it, but yeah. What if a civil war actually happened in The Walking Dead because of Negan? Like how they were. Technically, a war already did happen, even though it wasn't already at once, especially at the end of season 8. Yeah, a war pretty much already did happen. What if Sophia joined Terminus? I have that already saved. What if Hulk joined Absorbing Man? I don't pay attention to the standalone Hulk films, mainly because they don't have context into the MCU. Only the Mark Russell, whatever his name is, the one that plays the Hulk in the MCU, that's the one I pay attention to because it's actually connected into a universe and not just a standalone film. Unless I'm reviewing it to show how good it was, I don't pay attention to it. What if the Reapers were in The Walking Dead Season 2? I have What If Rick Met the Reapers early, or What If the Reapers appeared early? That'll go into that. What if the Claimers found the prison instead of Tyrese's group? I have What If Rick... what am I doing here? What if the Sinister Six was formed during the Amazing Spider-Man movies? If you watch my What If Andrew Garfield was in the MCU, I do pay attention to the Sinister Six. So, yeah. What if Joe didn't see that other claimer put his rabbit in Daryl's bag? Well, then he most likely would have killed Daryl. And without Daryl, the group would most likely died at Terminus or before that. Counter that I am Maggie, Michonne, and Daryl and Rick arguing, which is a low blow. Really wish we something way bigger, explosive. What if Rick joined the Claimers? So even though it says Cleaners. I think I have that one saved. If I don't, it's for good reason, because I don't feel like Rick would really want to join them. What if Tyrese's group never found the prison? Well, then they most likely would have either joined Woodbury and the story wouldn't have changed too much. Or would have died. What if Laurie got lost and met Michonne instead of Andrea? Interesting. I like that. That's number 5. While they're recommending some more, I'd like that Wolverine in the Spider-Man films. I can do that. I just need an idea for it. Whoever recommended it, I'd like an idea for that, because, I mean, I could do a Wolverine versus Spider-Man fight with that. What if Laurie met Michonne instead of Andrea? Well, I'm getting the Wolverine idea and I'm catching up here. Do you have any more ideas? Because I gotta include you in this. Craven the Hunter
give me a minute.
First game. I don't pay attention to the Spider-Man games. I've seen clips, but I don't pay attention to them. What if Naruto was Isaki'd into The Walking Dead? Naruto's way too overpowered for The Walking Dead, even in his early state.
Yeah, even in his kid state, he'd probably still like...
Kid Goku's even a stretch, so I can't really do that one. What if Shiva didn't save Carl in time? Well, even if Carl died, Ezekiel and them would have still come out, the whole war would have happened, except Rick would not have spared Negan because Carl would be dead. So, honestly, I could just see the series taking a much darker turn. Without Negan, the whole group might have died to the Whisperers or, like, something like that. What if Daryl was a villain? Well, technically, up until season 3, he kind of was. What if Tyrese was a savage? I think I have what if Tyrese survived, or I include comic stuff and separate stories that I have saved that will cover Tyrese being a savage. Other than that, can't really think of any way that I could do that as a separate story. What if Iron Man was in Spider-Man 2? I'd need an idea for that too, along with the Wolverine one. What if Daryl never forgave Rick for handcuffing Merle? Well, I feel that after they met Merle at Woodbury, that would be pretty much the point where, I don't know. I can't say I could really do that in good faith because, yeah, like I said, Daryl was pretty much already a villain up until season 3. So whenever that was the perfect time for him to meet Merle again. So I feel like that what if's already put into place. What if Daryl was on the roof with Merle? People have recommended me that before. I don't know what I did last time, but someone recommended me something that was close to that, but I put that idea off because of how Daryl was. He wouldn't have got himself handcuffed. So if he was there with him, then I don't know. I could do that. I mean, I feel that it almost would have gone with like maybe Merle and Daryl both attacking Rick. We're both on the rooftop. You still thinking there?
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of a good one.
Yeah, it could be any show or movie-based franchise. Because, I mean, if you're going to be here, then we might as well talk it out together so you're not feeling all alone in the dust. And I'll catch up on comments while you do that. What if Barry Berkman? I do not know who that is. What if the other half got snapped? I already have that one done, and I plan to do a remake. What if Beth died instead of Patricia? I can't really... There's not too much about Patricia to me that stood out, other than the fact that she fed chickens to zombies in the barn. Other than that, she was just a small character. I can't really say I can't really say that I'd want to do anything with him. Or her, sorry. I will be right back because I am getting someone's presents at my door.
It's me, Glenn. I need to know what he wants for dinner. Kind of hot dogs. Stop.
What kind of hot dogs do you want from the hot dog shop?
And regular fries. Come here. Go get Uncle Nick first, Dad. You want to get burger with regular fries? Anything on your cheeseburger here? Just call it just cheese.
Is that it? Good grief. You know, okay, you're back in your seat there. Be careful. Sorry about that. Freaking real life issues. But yeah, I can't really do anything with Patricia. You keep thinking there. What if Naruto rejected Team 7? I haven't got into Naruto too much yet, so I'd have to look into that particular scene to make a what if on it. Wolverine is nearby during Doc Ock's attack on the bank, and both Wolverine and Spider-Man meet, and both of them team up to save Aunt May. Interesting. Alright. What if Wolverine was in Tobey Maguire universe? Yeah, it can be any show or movie-based franchise. What if Rick had Black Air Forces? I've already made Rick a military fighter for a safe scenario, so that's like the best I can do with that. What if Shane and Andrea had left before everything went bad and started their own group? I feel like Shane going off on his own is much better than Shane and Andrea, just based on how it would go. What if we had a Pete the Walking Dead group? You'd have to explain that one a little bit. Did you hear Scream 7 fired Melissa, aka? Yes, I did hear that. So whatever they got planned for Scream 7, that's going to be rough. And Jenna Ortega bailed out because of Wednesday season 2 scheduling. What if Morgan met Sophia and eventually both met Eastman? I think I already have what if Sophia met Eastman in general. Maybe I'll explore that. What if Negan was as strong as he was in the comics? Well, I think Negan, even in the show, has proven that even then you'd just be replacing both the characters. It would almost be just like the comics, basically. What if MJ got bit by the radioactive spider? I think I have that one saved already. What if Shane killed Dale? I have it saved. What if Dale somehow managed to convince Dr. Jenner and Jackie to leave the CDC? Well, then it would be like my what if Jim survived, where Jenner finds a cure and everything, and The Walking Dead ends happy.
What if Goku never won that? Who was that one guy who combined it with Goku Black? Who made Goku
Zamasu?
Black? Yeah, that one god.
Okay.
Yeah, what if he never won? Because then Goku Black would have never really existed. That making Super Saiyan Blue never made.
What do you mean if he never won?
Like, never won their duel. Like, remember when they fought, like, when they just met?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what...
So you're saying if Goku killed Goku Black, like before he went, like was pulled back in time? Well then, Zamasu would have been all alone in the future, and they would have just sealed him away with the evil containment wave. That's sort of like an easy said scenario, but hey, at least we're talking, communicating. I'm not just left alone with the audience and everything. Got to include you here some way. What if Batman was in The Walking Dead? I have that saved. Man, I got a lot of comments to catch up on. Like, geez. What if the governor appeared earlier? Well, from where Woodbury was and the farm, that's a good distance away. I mean, I guess. I think I already have what if Rick found Woodbury earlier, so I'll put that in place there. What if Dale was taken by the CRM? I have what if Dr. Jenner worked for the CRM, so I'll do that as a I'll do that as a scenario. What if Michonne didn't leave Woodbury and got captured with Andrea? Well, I feel that how Michonne was and her still seeing dark up until pretty much Andrea's death. Can't really say that I'd want her character to go another way unless Andrea kept living. What if Rick, after stabbing him, Shane managed to shoot him, killing each other? Well, if both of them killed each other, then there'd be no leader for the group, and they all most likely would have died at the farm. What if Rosita killed Negan? Well, then the Saviors would have all either killed all of them in the group, including Rick and Aaron, or the group, or Negan's group would have been so broken by Negan's death that they would have all just, surrendered or got killed. What if Spider-Man joined Green Goblin? I think I have that one saved. If I don't, then it's for a good cause. What if Carl was killed by Negan? I already have that one done. Sorry, I got to catch up on a bunch of comments here. I'll do the ones I can. What if Green Goblin was Ultimate Green Goblin in... What's Ultimate Green Goblin?
Yeah, like a better form of Green Goblin or like a god type Green Goblin.
And I feel there was another what if that someone recommended that I didn't get to save.
Wolverine.
No, the Wolverine one I already got. But okay. Yeah, for Spider-Man or the Green Goblin, Ultimate Green Goblin, I'd need to know what that is. What if Tomas got scratched instead of Big Tiny? I don't know. I don't know. Cause I don't know. I could do that one. Got scratched instead of Big Tiny. All right. That's number 8 for the stream. What if Hawkeye was in Infinity War? Pretty sure that I think he was. And if he wasn't, it was because he was retired with his family.
Yeah,
I feel like giving
him.
I feel like giving him that brief respite was needed.
Yeah, he wasn't in there.
What if Laurie and Shane never had a fling? I have a few scenarios with Shane with other people and them just generally not being together. Spider-Man was fighting Goblin in their first encounter. Iron Man comes and they team up. All right. That's the one which I was trying to find. Iron Man with Tobey Maguire. Wow, we have Lizard, Wolverine, and Iron Man all in the universe of Tobey Maguire. That's 3 people. Yeah, I'm catching up on a lot of comments here. What if Superman was in an Infinity War? I don't know. Putting any Superman in the MCU is overpowered, but I feel that Infinity War would be like the best place to put him. What if Superman was in Infinity War? See, I wanted to put him in the MCU before, but I never did because he's way too overpowered. But with some instances, I think I could do it. What if Green Goblin killed Spider-Man? I think I have that one saved already. What if Rick killed Morgan? He wouldn't have killed Morgan because Rick still he still respected Morgan because he saved his life after he got out of the hospital. Were it not for Morgan, Andrew Lincoln's Rick, he would not have been in The Walking Dead at all, and that changed the fabric of The Walking Dead. And even the character Rick knows how important that save was. So, from how much he cared about Morgan, he wouldn't have killed him. What if Daryl was kidnapped by the hospital? That one's saved already. What if Shane and Daryl teamed up to kill Rick? That one's saved too because someone recommended me that, and it was actually a pretty good idea. What if Merle was the leader of Woodbury and the governor joined Rick's group at the prison? You mean like the Destiny's game? I think I actually saved that because of the Destiny's game, or something along those lines. What if Carol didn't kill Lizzie? She would have killed her eventually. Lizzie's craziness with the walkers and everything, if she didn't kill her, she would have let her go, if anything. Because it would have ended up like my what if Lizzie joined Alpha, where she would have joined the Whisperers and all that. What if the governor was killed by Rick Grimes? Well, I mean, Rick, in a way, kind of already did kill the governor, because even though Michonne and then Lily were the ones to deal the finishing blows, Rick did fight him for a good amount of time. Rick's the whole reason that the governor went all berserk and killed Herschel and them at the prison. So if anything...
No, that was Michonne.
I know.
Michonne was the one...
Yeah, I just said Michonne and Lily are the ones that dealt the finishing blows.
It wasn't Rick's fault that the governor went mad and attacked the prison. It was
I'm talking about when I know that's all what started it. I'm talking about when he came back to the prison with the tank and everything.
Yeah.
It's because of Rick and, in his mind, just being a liar. And that's why he killed Herschel. What if Gwen got bit?
Wasn't that like?
I guess I could do that. So I think I have MJ saved, but I don't know if I got Gwen saved. Gwen Stacy's
I know.
Amazing Spider-Man's MJ. What if Goku was adopted by the Briefs? I might have that one saved. What if Andrew stayed with the group? Well, then Michonne most likely would have joined Negan, like the hallucination that we saw in season 10. Hey, Billy. Hey, it's me, Billy. I changed my name. Sorry, I'm late. That's all right. I was also wondering if that intro you had for me was going to be done soon, because ever since you've been gone, him and one other dude, they've at times made me a few intros and outros, and this Ren LXR XR, he actually has made me some thumbnails too. So generally very nice of them. What if Thomas Richards was in the TV version? That one's saved. What if Rick got his leg broken? You'd have to tell me how he does that, really. And how it would affect the story, really. What if Laurie and Shane never got together? That one's saved already. If Gene was taken by the CRM? That one's saved too. What if Rick killed Negan? That story's already done. What if Laurie killed Shane? I have what if Shane killed Laurie, but dang, that's really putting a different field on it. I think I could think of something behind that. What if Rick died in his coma? I have that one saved already, or done on my channel already. What if Andrea joined the Reapers? I feel like her joining Michonne and, like, you know, if she didn't join Michonne in that moment, it would have been like season 10 where she would have died. So, yeah. What if Sophia never ran away from the Walker? If she had never ran away, they would have all went to Fort Benning, and I've discussed this multiple times. They would have went to Fort Benning, and either they would have not made it to Fort Benning. And if they did, they would have died trying to clear it or died trying to escape it, because by then they would have wasted so much material, and almost all the group, if not all of the group, would have died. Because it was already overrun from what we heard from Randall's group. It was a suicide mission. Let's see who's better for leader position. Well, then it would have still probably, and we already saw Shane and Rick fight before Rick and, you know, Shane met up in the field and everything. We saw them fight over Randall, and Rick won. So, honestly, it would have just ended with Rick being more injured. And, you know, not too much would have changed overall, except the dynamic on how they fight. What if Dexter Morgan was in The Walking? I don't really know who Dexter Morgan is. What if Rick killed Tyrese at the prison? I do not know. I can't think of a reason why he would want to. If you could think of something like that for me. Why is it so dark in your room? Because I turned away my lights because
It was too bright.
yeah, it was too bright whenever I started the stream. What if Carl got kidnapped with Michonne instead of Herschel? Huh. So what if Carl and Michonne were taken? Well, then it most likely would have ended with Michonne getting slashed. Carl being right there would have probably hit a gun and shot the governor right then and there. That's what I can think.
What if Carl actually killed the Walker in like season?
You mean for Dale? I already have What If Dale Survived, and I'm doing a remake that I'm working on right now. So that's basically comes out of it because he did cause Dale's death.
It was his technically fault.
What if Virginia from Fear the Walking Dead was the leader of Woodbury? Well, I feel like Virginia, she honestly fit for her own little ranch, and seeing her in a town, that would have been very out of character. What if Maggie dated Daryl? That one's already saved. If not, I put it as a bonus at the top of my paper. What if Andrew and Rick got together? That one's saved. What if Deadpool was in The Walking Dead? I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but considering how many funny ideas with Batman and all this other stuff in The Walking Dead and Goku, I think I can make an exception. What if Caudron Villain from Daryl spinoff lived in Atlanta? And I don't really know too much about Caudron as a whole. I don't think enough's been explored with him in season 1. I'll wait till season 2 comes out and look into season 1 further before I think of something good for him. Like, holy Mary, Mother of God. All right, you guys are going to have to, hold off on comments. Hold off on comments for the moment because of having to answer the door, I am so far behind. So just give me a second. I'm gonna try and work through these. What if Dawn worked together with Rick and saved Lori and Carl instead of Shane? So what if Rick and Dawn were partners instead of Shane and Rick? Then Shane would have most likely been the leader of the hospital. I could flip the rules there. No harm with doing that. What if Rick killed Father Gabriel? Well, then any scene with Father Gabriel's importance would have doomed the group. What if Deadpool was in another... This is the 4th character, I think, that I've included in the Tobey Maguire universe as of this stream.
You've been including a lot.
Yeah, apparently you guys are really a fan of the Tobey Maguire. I'm not going to lie, though. Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man actor, besides, what's his name? Tom Holland. Andrew Garfield's kind of last, but that's only because of what the movies did. I didn't see the X-Men movies, and I'm not really into them too much.
I've seen one.
What if Abraham left Eugene behind after learning he wasn't a scientist? Well, he wouldn't be the only one leaving him behind because Glenn, Tara, and Abraham, Rosita, and Maggie were all there. Eugene, at the time, said whatever he said to Abraham alone because he wanted to survive. But in that context, him getting punched was going to happen. What if General Zod got killed? I do not know who General Zod is, and I've never seen the Man of Steel. What if Ed was a good guy? I have What If Ed Survived remake, and I'm going to explore that to a fault. What if Lori and Carl died in the apocalypse before Shane got them? I have a context situation like that saved already. What if Shane and Rick's places were reversed? So what if Shane got shot? That one's already saved, even though I've scrapped it a bunch of times. The Grimes family lived till the end. Technically, they have lived till the end, because we have Rick and Judith still alive, and Michonne and Rick got together, so they had a kid. So the Grimes family is alive, just not Carl and Lori. I have a What If Carl Survived story already saved, and a What If Lori Survived series you can check out on the channel.
Wait, mostly everybody has worn the cowboy hat that Rick Grimes wore has died eventually.
Rick wore it. He's still alive. Carl wore it. He's the only one who's wore the hat that's dead. Other than that, Judith and RJ, which you really don't know too much about.
I don't know.
You haven't seen that too far into the series. What if Lori and Merle dated? That's a... I mean, Merle wanted to get with Andrea. So Lori getting with Merle, especially with Lori being alone and, being Lori, I could see that happening. Although I can't tell how far she would go with him, considering who Merle was. What if Rick never dated Michonne? I have other people that Rick would date. So that idea is already explored. What if Carol joined the Reapers? I have Carol joining other groups, and that's one of them. What if Daryl didn't save Beth and saved Rick instead? Well, then, him and Rick would have gone off on their own. One of them would have most likely got kidnapped by the hospital group. And Beth would have been with Carl, would have eventually came up with Michonne. I feel like it would have taken a dark turn. What if Gabriel was executed in season 8?
Yes.
Well, I can't say that would have really...
What?
Like I said, taking Gabriel out of a situation, I'm surprised he lived to season 11. Because, just like Aaron, he didn't really do much. What if Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene met the Reapers? I feel like them meeting around the area where Woodbury was and everything was for the best. Just based on where they were going and Eugene, who he was and everything. What if Daryl never escaped? Never escaped from where? What if Rick was the villain all along? Well, there have been many points where Rick is the villain. It would just have to be a situation where you would find him as a villain. Same with Abraham. What if Eugene stayed loyal to the Saviors? Well, then it would have been like, what if Negan won the war? And the the Saviors would have been invincible. It's a lot of what ifs going on right now. Yeah, there is. What if Shane was an undercover agent? Interesting. Don't worry about D, guys. He's just talking with someone on the phone. Like I said, real life stuff. What if Shane was an undercover CRM agent? That's actually pretty neat. There's 18 ideas for the stream. What if Negan was in the original season 1 group? I think I have that one saved. If I don't, it's because I already made What If Lucille Survived, which kind of already explores that.
I just need to check on something.
What if the prison inmates were wanted but not incarcerated and were in the season 1 camp? Well, I'm thinking that if that were the case, then every one of them except maybe Big Tiny and Tomas and Andrew would have probably died a lot sooner. What if Carl ran away instead of Sophia? That one's saved. What if the hospital captured Carl? That one's saved. I have not seen Invincible, nor do I think that would really... That'd be too overpowered for Glenn. What if Glenn was captured instead of Herschel? Like the game. I think I had that one saved already. Hospital captured Rick. That one's saved. If all of them had died, then the group might have died. The group would have been significantly smaller, and they might have just died even before, Aaron rescued them. The group would have been a lot more broken. What if Glenn was killed in season 5? I might have that one saved. What if Rick was a better father? A better father? He was always a good father. True that he made some mistakes, but no, he was always a good father. There was nothing about him that made me think otherwise. What if Daryl was captured instead of Beth? Wow, people are recommending the same idea over here. Yeah, I have that one saved. All right, I'm almost caught up here. But still, let's hold off on ideas for the moment. Just until I catch up, and then both of us can, get back into the full field here. What if Gohan couldn't control his rage and turned into the final boss? Huh. What if Gohan became evil by Cell Games? Nice. That's 19 ideas so far. Which is good. These are actually pretty decent ideas. What if the Reapers showed up in Season 8? You'd have to give me some context on that one. I have the Reapers showing up early, but in the context of that, I'd have to get some details. They were far away. What if the Wolves attacked the group in Season 2? I have what if the Rick met the Wolves early? That'll explore that. Sarah and Wendell? Well, Sarah and Wendell meant Jack in Fear the Walking Dead. They didn't even bother to show them up in the finale. So, them showing up in the, Season 1 group? Kinda doesn't really matter. What if The Walking Dead was still good after Season 9? It was still good. Granted, Rick wasn't there, but that's because Andrew Lincoln left after 9 seasons because he wanted to be with his family. So it was still good. It just wasn't with Andrew Lincoln. And we know that he's coming back now, and the story behind it is actually working. So you can't get more satisfying than that. What if Gabriel joined the Reapers? That one's saved. What if Morgan joined the Saviors? I think that one's saved. I can't remember. The Atlanta group met the Claimers. I have what if Rick met the Claimers early. That'll explore that. I have what if Simon fought Trevor, so that'll explore that more like Trevor stance. What if Negan just took Carl? Huh. Interesting. What if Negan just took Carl and didn't kill anybody? That would be a very nice gesture from Negan, let's be honest. Carol joining the CRM, that's another thing that's saved. What if the governor was in the Season 1 Atlanta camp? Taking him out of Woodbury? I can take other characters out and put them into the Season 1 camp or out of a certain scenario, but with the governor, you're taking out a specific villain that really I can't replace. You'd have to replace it with another villain that would, like... It'd be like another story that I have saved, like what if Troy and the governor swapped places, since they're so similar? But that would just be a rehash of the same story. What if Wolverine was in the Season 1 camp? Well, since I already have what if Deadpool was in The Walking Dead, I feel like putting Wolverine isn't too far-fetched. What if Wolverine was in The Walking Dead? What if the tank had character development? I've made the tank matter more in a few of my other stories. Like my what if the governor went to Terminus, and my what if Madison's family joined Rick. What if the Commonwealth appeared early? I have that one saved. What if the Walking Dead... What if Walking Dead groups all got into a big rumble? People have asked me to combine my stories before. But I have so many The Walking Dead what if stories that I mean I could do that. It would just have to be a select few, because there's too many that I'm still going on about. What if The Walking Dead what if groups fought? And then I'll pick like 5 or 10 like what if groups that I think are really good. All right, I'm almost caught up, just not yet. You guys recommended a huge bunch. I should have said to stop earlier. What if Rick was ruthless? He technically already was ruthless. Strand said they starved to death, but it wasn't exactly confirmed. Yeah, they did jack with Sarah and Wendell. What if the governor had a twin brother? Well, technically, like, Philip Blake in the comics was like that, and I have that what if saved. What if just after his wife's death? Well, then he most likely would have killed Rick and his people, because Negan, especially after killing the biker dudes, was just in a, killing spree moment. What if Negan met Dale? Well, if you've seen Lytra Storms, What If Dale Survived, and my remake, that's actually going to touch on to that. And my What If Madison's Family Joined Rick has a small nod to when Negan goes over to Maggie. Dale is there and mentions that she's pregnant, and Negan's all like, don't care. And yeah, that kind of already explored that. What if Maggie killed Negan? It would depend on when, and if it's in the show, then yeah, they're kind of screwed. Without Negan, the Whisperers and the Reapers would have almost not been dealt with. Negan was key in helping them beat them.
Or was it during the new movie where they go to...
You mean Dead City, the spinoff?
Yeah.
If she killed him in that, then Dead City would be friggin' pointless. Because think about it, the entire point of Dead City is to put Maggie and Negan, two characters who, one bashed her husband's head in, and another guy who's just desperately trying to redeem himself. You kill him like that, you're basically just making the whole idea of the spinoff pointless. And I don't think the writers would do that. What if Strand met Negan? Instead of going to the tower? Well, see, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that, because Negan would have probably still been in his cell. It depends on... You would have to make Strand disappear from the group, like he did in a few instances, basically before Season 4, because Season 4, especially when Morgan comes in, confirms that it's after the Savior War. So you would have to include Strand, or... I can't remember if Strand walked away from the group at a specific point in time before he went to the tower. What if Merle appeared in Season 2? Well, what if the governor appeared early? That's going to explore that. What if Carol met Negan? That one's saved. What if Rick was a psychopath? Yeah, he did. What do you mean? He felt nothing for anybody? Of course he did. He felt something. Why do you think he risked his life so much until Season 9? Because he cared about everybody. What if the walking cars happened in Cars Pixel? Wait, what?
First, so like zombie cars.
That would be so hard to think about, because how would the cars turn into zombies?
Zombie monster truck. Let's go.
I don't know how I would be able to do that.
Rusting steel.
I hate the Dead City. It seemed like a romance drama show. Hey, it's still not even over. And what they're doing, showing Maggie finally care that Negan's redeeming himself through Herschel's own words and making Herschel matter more, that actually means a greater deal. And my light apparently wants to turn a little bit dark or lighter. What if Negan had a son or daughter? That one's also saved. What if Negan had a kid? Same with what if Dale had a kid? All right, now I'm finally caught up on comments. That's why I'm even going to extend the stream. It's going to be like an hour 15, hour 20, I feel, because of the fact that I had to catch up on so many comments. And if you have any ideas, like I said, got to include you in more ways than one in the stream. But we are talking, so that's good. Watching Negan and Maggie hook up in season 2. Yeah, people are thinking that Negan and Maggie are eventually going to hook up, and someone even recommended I do that. And as twisted as it would be, I bet that it would. I bet that it would satisfy a lot of people who thought that it was going to happen. What if Morgan was kidnapped by the hospital? If I don't have that one saved, it's just for the fact that Morgan might have been a good distance away from the hospital, that it wouldn't have made sense for him to get kidnapped. But other than that, since I'm caught up on comments, I want to say that since it's getting near December 1st, my Walking Dead Destinies shipment is about to happen. So slowly but surely, we're approaching that time. I'm soon enough, probably in the next, week or two, going to have the Walking Dead Destinies on me, and I'm going to stream it here on the channel. So, yeah. And I also pre-made a Christmas special a few weeks ago, about a month ago that I mentioned, that I'm going to be uploading near the end of 2023. What if the claimers met Dawn? What if Rick was Santa? Ha, what? I don't think that I could do that. Wait, what? Santa was in The Walking Dead? What? I don't think that I could do that.
You mentioned Christmas and all the...
I mean, I even edited my Rick and Goku picture to have Santa hats at the end of that video, the Christmas special. And, what if the Grinch joined Rick's... No, I can't. No, those are too silly. I can do silly ideas, but no, those are... Seems like a lot of us are running out of ideas. Apparently, it's okay though. It's just that those are like too silly for my taste. That's why we got also my bro here. We can think of more ideas.
I have gaming ideas because I'm gaming. But you don't play some of the games I play, so
that wouldn't
you
work.
wouldn't understand some things I'd say.
Yeah, I can't do like Grinch and Santa related videos because there's not too much I could really do with them. What if the Man was in The Walking Dead?
The Man.
Batman Arkham? I already have Batman in The Walking Dead. What if Morgan met the Claimers? I think I've had that happen before, and if I haven't, then it's probably for a good reason. What if the Easter Bunny was a giant walker? Nah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Two things I want to mention besides the Destinies and Christmas special. Where is it? So for the Strand meeting Negan idea, if you guys can mention to me like a time where Strand left the group before he went to the tower in season 6, like an earlier season, then I can make them meet and make that an actual story. Other than that, I feel like there was another story or something that I wanted more detail on or something.
You wanted more detail on the Wolverine.
No, we already got those like far done already. What if Morgan met Tara and her family? Well, then all I can say is that they most likely would have ran into the militia and the governor would have joined another group or been on his own. What if Kevin from Home Alone was in The Walking Dead? You know what? That's actually funny because I have that one saved. Because think about it. He's such a mastermind with traps and he's just a kid. Think about him as even a teen into an adult in The Walking Dead. No one would make it out alive.
You just walk into a building and then you slip on a bunch.
Yeah.
It's like...
What if Morgan went to Fear? That one's saved. I think someone even recommended me do that with Morgan. What if Krampus? Oh my god. Shh.
That would be pretty vicious if he was an adult with those traps. Since the zombies and all that, wouldn't he just become more vicious and all that with his traps?
Probably.
You just slip on a pillow and you break your neck.
What if Regina George? From Mean Girls. I do not watch Mean Girls, and I doubt that it would matter. It's not Batman. It is the men. He is myth. He is legend.
Dumb man.
Huh? What if Simon was the leader of Saviors instead of Negan, or what if Dwight was the leader of the Saviors?
People.
Well, it would be like my what if Lucille survived, where Simon could have very definitely been the leader of the Saviors, and it would have ended like you've seen it in that scenario. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. What if Papa Negan was in fear? Papa Negan?
Papa Negan.
Negan never became a father.
Papa Negan.
Well, he's just becoming a father. And even if that were the case, so like, what if Negan like went into fear?
Papa Negan.
That still wouldn't matter because you're taking him out of the equation of the Whisperers and the Reapers. That would kill the group. It's the whole reason why Carol took Negan out of the cell, because she knew he could kill Alpha. What if all of us wasn't? What if all of us in the messages were in The Walking Dead? So you're talking about all us now? I already have a what if I was in The Walking Dead.
First weapon, frying pan.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're just gonna pull a Tangled movie out here?
Yeah, me being the Walking Dead, everybody's freaking out. I just grab a frying pan.
What if they have a gun?
And you just grab a bigger gun.
Okay. So you're not just gonna go with the frying pan.
No, you also go with
This isn't Tangled the movie where it can take out freaking medieval soldiers.
No. No, you go with a frying pan and a bazooka.
Okay.
Because then you can blow up anyone with guns and you can just smack zombies in the face with a frying pan.
What if Harry and Marv from Home Alone were villains in The Walking Dead? Huh. I'd do that with Kevin in Home Alone, but I feel that Harry and Marv would be fit for the prison. I still want an idea for that Strand and Negan idea, though. What if Harry and Marv were in The Walking Dead? They'd be fit for the prison.
What if JoJo Siwa was in Fortnite? You're not Fortnite, Walking Dead.
No! What would she do? Just dance the zombies to death? What are you talking about?
It would be really funny to see her dancing and the zombies eating her. It would be...
That'd be a nice way for her to go.
Really freaking funny.
Oh my gosh. What if Rick had a kid with Maggie? Well, Rick and Maggie being together, which is something I have saved, that will pretty much explore that. But that's 24 ideas plus a bonus, and half of this is from freaking Tobey Maguire universe. First weapon for me, a pencil. What were you, John Wick? I mean...
Oh, no. Are you that one meme guy who did, like, introducing the pencil? You can write with it. You can... What else can you do in a pencil? And someone in the background says, shove it down your throat. Are you that guy?
First weapon for me is a broom. Why are we just throwing random stuff out
a broom
here?
would be a pretty good weapon.
I mean,
take all the fluff off it, and then you just have a ginormous...
I mean, Morgan did have a broomstick in Fear whenever his stick was broken by Grace for contamination, even though I don't buy that for a second. So that
She wanted to get some anger out.
She didn't even know Morgan yet. That's the thing. First
No,
weapon
maybe
for me is a
she's,
crowbar. See, that works! And unless you're John Wick, a pencil wouldn't work. But John Wick, I can definitely say for certain that
What
would
if you
work.
What if you just like nail down a table like this, filled with pencils, and then you just flip it at a zombie? Just pick it up and throw it.
But then that wouldn't be the pencils, that would be the table. The pencils would just fall off of the table. The table would do more damage than the pencils.
A table built out of pencils.
That would be a pencil table.
Yeah.
Then you could just use the tip of any end of the said table, which would pretty much
Yeah,
cover
everything. The bars holding the table itself, everything's pencils.
Why are we even talking about this?
He brought up pencils.
I mean, fair.
And the broom, once you're done killing the zombies, you can clean up the guts. Just like,
What if I attach a bunch of knives onto the end of broom and then use it as a knife broom? Well, then it would be more like I don't know.
it's like a spear type weapon.
Yeah, it would just be like a collective spear, if anything. What if Judith had cheat codes? Yeah, you can definitely tell we're running out of ideas at this point because these are just
With
getting...
the pencils, you could like
No!
make a pencil
We're not talking about the
machine gun.
pencils anymore.
Pencil machine gun, like metal pencils and like a machine gun, like pow pow pow. pow,
No! No! Now you got me thinking of John Wick using a friggin' pencil machine gun.
No.
My second weapon, a nail stapler. Well, Negan used a nail stapler in season 8, so no, that would actually work.
Nail? You mean a nail gun?
Yes, it's also called a nail stapler. There's are different kinds of nail guns and nail staplers.
Yeah, but nail stapler just sounds like it shoots staples and nails at the same time. Like, pop pop. Now you have a nail and you have.
What if CJ from GTA? I do not know who that is. What if the walkers could use guns? Well, then the whole world would be screwed. Because if the walkers could use guns and they were that advanced, then everybody would die.
Yeah, have you seen how big some of those hordes are?
No, the world would be done.
Minute that water tower falls at
What? Alexandra?
Yeah,
You mean that clock tower?
yeah.
No, they would die far before that because of that big horde that Rick met in the city.
Oh yeah, that horde.
That would end the whole story.
One driving a tank. Just,
Yeah. These are just getting silly. Happy holidays, guys. Long-time fan here. First-time live streamer. Neat. What if I'm fun to play in season 3? It would be a lot earlier after the government. Huh? No, you don't need a staple gun. You have infinite animal if you find a Home Depot. I mean, I get what he's saying. What if Roblox was in The Walking Dead? Well,
cube people just. Wait, I have Roblox on my PlayStation.
Can you tell my brother Nick Gurr Logano happy birthday?
No, don't. Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I was going to say it because his name's Nick. Might as well, collectively say hi to another Nick.
Don't say his last name.
Oh,
Don't say his first and.
I was just going to
combine
tell. I was just going to say, hey Nick, happy birthday. Honestly,
it. Yeah, say that.
if he wants to say that, that's his prerogative, not mine. If he wants to type the whole name on there, that's his prerogative. I ain't gonna flash him for it. What am I doing here? Hey Nick, happy birthday. And technically I'm also talking to myself, even though my birthday is not till July. What if I use a pen as a weapon? Then it would be like John Wick, except better.
Pen.
Because then you would have... Because the pencil tips can break easier. The pens, as long as you use them right and
Ink
everything...
poisoning. Ha.
Well, that too, but zombies, they wouldn't get ink Why am I even explaining this? Shh. My transportation, a bicycle. I don't know how to drive, but I can still find out. I mean,
I know how to drive. I played enough video games.
Yes, but if you don't, that's like saying you play plenty of freaking Watch Dogs or GTA.
Just don't trust me with a motorcycle. I've blown up too many stores with that.
Now, if you haven't learned how to drive on the real world, you don't know how to drive.
Yeah, but I know how to drive.
Yes, but that's a game.
Yeah, but a realistic game.
What if Maggie fell in... Okay, we are getting far too silly now. These are like beyond silly ideas.
What if Rick Grimes slipped on a banana at the farm?
What? I'm sorry. We're done with the silly ideas.
Table machine gun.
No.
Duct tape. A bunch of machine guns.
We're done.
To a table.
We're done. Shh. We're done. It's an hour and 15. We're done with the stream. We're getting a lot of crazy ideas here and silly.
Yeah, but
It's
table machine gun.
We get it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming onto the stream. Even though we got a lot of silly ideas and completely ludicrous ones and a bunch of silly stuff at the end, that's okay because all's fun. We got 24 ideas total for the stream plus a bonus, so we did do good on this stream overall.
Table machine.
And thank you for Damon for joining us in the stream. And with all that, I will see you guys Monday for another video. Soon, Destiny's in the next week or so, since I said I'll be getting that here soon. And next Saturday for a Q&A. And almost forgot. If there are any ideas that you forgot to mention in the stream or you weren't able to join the stream or anything like that, you can always watch the stream back, maybe recommend ideas that way, or just recommend them in any other part of my channel. I read every comment, so it really doesn't matter. But thank you guys so much for joining. The end got a lot, crazy and silly. We get it! But I'll see you guys later. And thank you, Damon, for joining us.
See you.